with Ordinals and NFTs is we crossed this chasm from what was a bearish scenario to a bullish scenario. If I was a miner, I would be ecstatic. I think that long term, there are a lot of implications. Long term, the implication is there's going to be a lot of applications on the Bitcoin base layer. You know, if I can inscribe a piece of art, right, an NFT is kind of an art, but I could also inscribe my last will and testament, and if my last will and testament is moving $1 billion from me to you, how much is it worth to you to have that burned onto the blockchain and cryptographically verified?
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But, of course, you have to do your own research. But, guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we had Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks up after the CPI numbers come out. And guys, we know it's really no change in CPI numbers, but we know it's all about the mainstream narrative. And as we can look at the indicators, we know why stocks and cryptos went up, because we saw yield rates get dropped. They are slowly rising. Of course, the dollar was down also. So I definitely don't see this move up lasting long, guys, because we still see inflation high. It's just the media spitting out their narrative. And then, guys, we have Bitcoin Ordinals driving up the fees. And, guys, we know when it comes to AI, a lot of these NFTs are being created by AIs. That's what's really driving us. And we know the NWO moves in phases. And, guys, this is just another phase to this new economy. And then also this will help speed up adoption for Bitcoin Lightning. Now, guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. Like I stated, yield rates were being driven down once CPI numbers came in. I definitely see them rising back up. We have the dollar down. Of course, if yields are down, dollar down, that means that markets are going to be up. We have volume in crypto still low. And we have Tether comes in with big profits, and it also says allocations to Bitcoin and gold. And then, of course, guys, we have USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo still at 2.2 trillion, and we know they've been manipulating yields to keep this market up. But guys, we know the central banks are raising rates and running off this balance sheet in order to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. Now, guys, don't forget Blackstone said the United States is going to go through a whole decade with minimal profits in the stock market. And, guys, we know that's exactly right. And then plus, we're going to be going through hyper-deflation because of automation. And we have the UAE's Royal Group shorts U.S. stocks on global recession fears. And guys, we know the Fed printed all this money in order to destroy the United States dollar. Because now, because of all this inflation, what are the other countries doing? They're making moves to get off the dollar. But then also, guys, you have to tie in the fourth industrial revolution, what 99% of the globe have no idea about. So while we're seeing automation rise, AI push, you have digital currencies coming right behind it because you're going to have the robots, algorithms, and drones running the economy and paying each other. I'm going to get into that later. But guys, we have the U.S. Housing Committee back again talking about digital currencies because we know they want to push legislation. We already know the EU already has theirs. We know China already has theirs set up. Now the United States is behind, remember, on purpose, because while the United States dollar is falling, we're going to have these digital currencies rising, but it's going to be in the emerging markets. And we know the NWO caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. If you're in America and you're suffering, no job, no money, and you see the emerging markets all of a sudden doing great with these digital currencies, of course, the people are going to beg for the solution that the central banks already had. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale, sent about $23.6 billion. And we have Grayscale files for Ethereum futures and Bitcoin composite ETFs. Also, we have crypto derivatives protocol Vega goes live for futures and options derivative products. So guys, we're seeing the same products in the legacy market being moved over to blockchain and tokenization. Now we have Gary Gensler says that current custody platforms don't cut it. And guys, we know these exchanges are nothing but banks. And we know the central banks want the same big banks that are in control now. They want to stay in control in this digital transformation. So that's who they want to custody your actual assets. When you see JP Morgan speaking against it, it's nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. We know JP Morgan is building Federal Reserve 2.0 on blockchain. Now we have Binance launches Capital Connect platform for VIP users. And they will be connecting VIP clients with investment fund managers. And we know the emerging markets are ready to flip the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Remember, the 2030 agenda has definitely been moved up. And speaking of the fourth industrial revolution and its digital transformation, we have Roblox collects over $700 million selling in-game digital currency. And guys, we know this is how they're going to get the millennials and Generation Z inside the metaverse. Remember, over in Korea, they were already using digital currencies when it comes to gaming. And inside of Roblox, not only do you have the digital cash, but they're buying digital items. So what is the NWO doing? They're conditioning the younger generation for the economy that they want, the tokenization. Remember, guys, this fourth industrial revolution is not for me and the older generation. It's for the younger generation. Certain things we're not going to accept. You have to force us to do certain things. With the younger generation, They're going to accept it because it's the only thing that they know. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And speaking again of the fourth industrial revolution in AI, we have Wendy's replaces the drive-through operation with AI. And it's a couple fast food restaurants that have already done this. But guys, again, I want you to close your eyes and look towards the future. Let's say if you're sitting at home, for whatever reason, you have the robots, you have the driverless cars, and now you have the digital currencies, and then you have all automation running majority of these franchises. So now you have a whole sector that does not need not one human involved and can run 24/7. Doesn't need a lunch break, doesn't call out sick, doesn't need any insurance. And this is exactly what the NWO wants. And this takes the power away from the people. Remember, right now, guys, if you stop going to work, everything shuts down. The power is still in the people. By them bringing in the machines, that takes away the power from the people. And what are the sheep going to do? Run to your government. And guys, we know if you're allowing the government to feed you, what are they going to do? They're going to starve you. They're going to send you in that metaverse, and that's how you do depopulation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.